So we're back in 158, as we were in last time. This time, I thought we'd try out a different vehicle because they, as we saw in the last video, they changed the Scania's engine, didn't they? So this time, I thought we'd go back to the old Scania and check out that one, because not only does the sound remain relatively the same as it always has, the kind of growly, gritty sound, but the dash is also very favourable in comparison to the next-gen Scania's dash. One of them is very small and has way too many numbers on it. The other one is perfectly fine, straight in the middle. Lovely. So that'll be good. It is this one. This is mine right here. Seemingly fairly basic. You know? It does need improvements. Hey, get out the way, man. It does need improvements. They have supposedly said at some point that they're going to be renewing, redoing, revamping that model of Scania. I don't know if this is the Streamline or the whatever the other one is. It's the R2009. Okay, how do you turn it into a Streamline? What's the difference? I thought they're the same thing, basically. I never knew the difference between them. Hello, Juice. Welcome in. It's the R2009. But we'll be doing more of the jobs using this one. Hello, Louis. GTRP for a solid year, built up a good community, changed games, nobody came. That's unfortunate. Yeah, even if I pick something in the same sort of category, in ATS there's a little bit less. If I did Star Trucker, for example, a little bit less in that. And the times when I've done GTA on here, I know that's quite different. Not many. So that's why I'd have like an offline channel, but how often would I be using that? GTRP to DayZ, bit of a difference. Both have content moments though, quite a bit of content going on, don't they? Both are pretty good. Was good, not too bad. Do police have an Estonian police livery? I don't know what the Estonian police looks like. Maybe. I think most European countries have a flag or livery on the cars. They might be different models of cars though. Who knows? But we're in Rovaniemi if anyone wants to join from there, and we'll be doing some driving from there. Probably aiming to get 3 or 4 more jobs done this time. Does Trucky work this time? It does. There it is in the top right. Hey. Do I know when it's coming to console? No, I do not. Hopefully this year. You watch for ETS ATS, exactly. So if I don't play that, you should. There should be a balance of like watching for what the games are and watching for who does them. If no one watches for me, then what's the point? What's the point, eh? Just for the game? I might as well just turn the face cam off. How about that? Hello, big fan. Alright, jobs. There it is. I put some nice big tyres on it as well. From here, I doubt we're going to get any good ones this time. The jobs last time were not very good. Not very good. You can join, yeah. You'd match. Well. See? These are all just stupidly, really, really long jobs. Okay, that one's a possibility. How about that one? How's that? Would be ideal if they were far less than that, but that could be a target. Nah, okay, it might have to be that one. Thanks, Juice. Appreciate that. Oh, you got the similar? Yeah, that's how it was made. Or Jono, rather, not Juice. Similar to how it was done last time. Pick the job. You watch me because of me playing the game. Okay, that's kind of how other people do it. Yeah, that's fine. MND, welcome. Pick this job. Find this one. Your brain hurts. Why? What's going on? What's the problem? Take a seat. Explain yourself. Can you use the snow map? The snow mod? Not at the moment. I think it needs to update to the new version of the game first. You took it? Handshaking? Why is your hand shaking? What's going on? Ready for this? It's nice. I need to maybe turn some of the sounds up, but it's nice. You see in the middle of the dash right there? Mileage on the vehicle, how much fuel I have left, and how many liters I have of fuel left. numbers, and I can see my gear. It's all you need. It's lovely. This is also a used vehicle, so I bought it for around 500,000 kilometers and then reset the number along with fixing the wear and tear on it. It's technically new now. The only way you can get one of these is in the used dealership. Yeah, only for 2 hours, because I can get quite a bit of content out of 2 hours. I can get a full live video out of 2 hours if I plan what I'm doing. So like last one where we were looking at 158, the sound difference, and so on. Easy. Got an easy video out of that. Yeah, watching what's. Yeah, I don't need to stream for that long. If I break it down into segments, I've never streamed for very long. I used to do maybe 3 or 4 hours, but now, nah, there's no point. No, not really. But anyway, we have a mix of old and new here because we have third person. No, it's fine. I do. Yeah, there are the stacks on it. I used to use this vehicle. When did the next gen come out? 2018 maybe? Something like that? I used to use this one before that. But it is quite nice. So let's go pick up our... Oh, it sounds good. Some of the settings I will turn up. Interior sound maybe. To balance it out. Even the cruising speed is okay. It sounds good. Sounds fine. Maybe it's not realistic. I mean, maybe this is not what this vehicle sounds like in the real world. But who cares? I think it sounds good. Hello, Sadness 15. How are you doing? Oh, the indicator. That's not too bad. I am still getting comments on my little video that I did, by the way, maybe 2 or so years ago, of people wanting to know what people's favourite indicator sound was, I think. And I'm still getting comments of people saying this and this and this. I don't know which one was actually the best, because after a little while I did a review of that, polling about a couple hundred responses into what people think. I think the Scania ones aren't too bad. You need a nice little clicky, not a clacky, I think. Too much of a clack could be too loud. What's the worst that can happen if you disable pro mods and all the garages that are in Ireland? What, and then you go on the regular map? They just won't show up. Clank. Yeah, exactly. Clanky clank. Where's your prize? I have to decide what your prize is. I don't know. I'm making it up on the spot. Who knows? Going to Umea down here. Ooh. Oh no, I thought that was a large area there. No. The map roads expand a bit when you're zooming out because obviously otherwise you couldn't see them then. How's that? Can't really, you know, pick anywhere closer. We could go in this way because I have the highway bits here. Could do... Trying to find a route where it doesn't ruin my waypoint. Has to be on this side. There we go, something like that. Because it's really annoying about where it wants to place the minimap point. So. Yeah, we're driving. Of course we are. It's Tuesday, is it not? Every time someone is surprised by me driving, I'm like, is it not a Tuesday all of a sudden? Tuesday? Yeah, come on now. We're not new to this. We've done this. Ooh, 3 stream streak. Very good, very good. Some of them sound really good, but after a while get really annoying. Depends. Also depends on how loud they are for you. First time ever driving, yeah, I got a wheel just for this. Audio, okay. Those are fine. I mean, I can turn these up. Anyone here also like nice numbers, like ends in an O or a 5? Yeah. Turbo volume, I think that's the hissy sound. So I might leave that one. That's not too bad. Midlift? No, I'm fine with the 4x2. I'm not going to be taking really, really large, heavy whatevers, even if I do, this horsepower is enough for that. So anyone can join, anyone can join. You'll have to go to Umer for that, because we're leaving this one out. I also need to decorate it. This has nothing on the inside, so remind me when we arrive double at the destination. Don't know if you're turning in. Okay. It's a bit plain, it is a bit plain, I know, it's a bit weird. Okay. Better not crash, hope not, no. Old Scania, yes. Because of the engine sound. What I haven't started doing yet, but I've started drafting out how I want it to sound, is putting this engine back into my Scania. Which, technically speaking, in this one, I don't know if I really would do it in the Super, because my old Scania S has it anyway. I might just do it for the sake of the tutorial. But the old one has it. The old one sounds better. It sounds, you know? It sounds good. Rumbly, and then when you pick up speed, it sounds good. So it's not too bad. This thing has been in game for so long. If I still had the original one that I have in some of my water trucks photos, Lord knows how many miles that would be on by now. Probably 1 million. If I managed to get the new Scania up to 1 million, this one would definitely be up to 1 million. So yeah. I think this one also has 6 gears. It better. 5th day of Ramadan is hard. Is this your first time doing it? Or if it's your first time, yeah, I can understand that. Shouldn't be that bad. 16k? Not bad. What about your first DLC? Well, it depends on what type of DLC you want. There is another screen for cruise control, by the way, but I don't want to switch to that. It's a different one. Yo, juices. A map DLC would have to be first, yes, but I'm not too sure which one. All of them are pretty good, really. Maybe not start with Going East, because that is the oldest map DLC. It depends on where you want to go. If your country is modeled in-game by one of the DLCs, then by all means go and get that one. There will be more of a discount on the older ones as well, yes. It's hard to answer there, really. Because I know what my preferred ones are, and they'll just be the new DLCs, but you don't have to get the new ones if you don't want to. Like if you're Italian, for example, get the Italy DLC. It's pretty good. Let me hope if I have that on. Everything is fine. I think I haven't moved the camera since. Iceland. Iceland is not in game yet. It will be by itself, its own DLC. You can get that when it comes out. Not in game yet. It's in progress right now. Greece is really nice. I like the diversity of the roads there and the buildings you go by. Some small roads, some highways. Not too many highways, but it's quite good. Still doing Valentines, yes, because I'm only doing them on stream, but the problem is, Nebula, we have a limited amount of time to do them, you see. So it's a bit of a pressure. This stream, we may only get another 4 done, and then I have another 6 or so to go after that. Next week, no, to Thursday, we can do a bit more. But, you know. Thursday I put down a Might Do Driving Academy, but next week there might be that. True, ProMods has it, but for ProMods you need all of the maps. And I'm not sure if you want to get all of them in one go. So, you can have just Nordic and the base game, but you will need to buy a garage in Nordic to be able to get to it. Because if you wanted to drive there, you'd have to have Scandinavia as well. To go up into Nordic. Scandinavia is pretty good though. It was remade, so it has the old price because it's an old DLC, but it looks new. Pretty good, I would say. Come on, slow down to 80, come on. There we are. One other thing I need to do, ferries exist as well, true, is to, on Trucky's thing, turn on the cruise control indicator so I know when cruise control is on. Because at the moment I just have to guess and think, I think it's on. Alright, slam the brakes a little bit too much there. 37 people, not too bad. So 37 Estonians of where you are. It does say it on the dash, but it is on this screen right here. Again, lovely, because I can clearly see what that is, but I want to see this one. I want both. Can't have everything you want, but again, it looks really nice. Clean. There is a different version of this interior as well. I think it has a few other different things, but this is still fine. No, we're not on Pro Mods. Nope. Normally there's an icon. Well, I don't know where that icon would show. Because that's on. That's off, I think. I don't know. 150 people will be joining. Yeah, but a lot of people, they put reservations down or they say maybe and then they never do. However many people are there, or say, according to the site, assume it's far less than that. The old sound, yes. I need to put some air horns on this as well. Big fan, hello operator, I can't type in the chat. How you doing? How'd the agreement go? I don't know if there was an agreement. Did they visit Kirkenes specifically? I have no idea. I wonder if they did communicate with ProMods and they basically said, you know what, we won't include it so that you can still have it. Because then ProMods' #1 hotspot wouldn't be necessary anymore because it would be in the main map now. So you'd have people on CD and Kirkenes in the same server. It would probably fill up the server. And then you could do a journey from C to K. Not C to D, so... 88. That's still pretty good though. I'm assuming you're leaving then on the next hour? Maybe? To get to the Nordics, yes. If you want to drive straight to the Nordics, you'll need Scandinavia, which is in between the two. Kirkenes also said one. Ah, it would be lovely, wouldn't it? Be fine. They'd have to put the same restriction for doubles and triples though. Speed widget. I don't like using that, Vin. I am not using the widget that goes in the bottom left of the screen. I don't like it. It's unnecessary and it looks silly. Why would it be floating over my window? I know the on-screen UI is also a bit silly. I should have... I'm assuming there's one that goes on the dashboard here. Maybe I can put the holographic one back in the window, the TMP one. Is that for patrons only? I don't know what one that's for. Who that's for, rather. Yeah, double. That's unfortunate. You join back, join back. But all players, good. I will check it out then. I have to see what numbers it actually shows though. Bundles, yes. Though annoyingly, Scandinavia and Nordic are not in a bundle. Nordic is not in any bundle. It's in a bundle with the Forest Machinery DLC or something, so you get a discount on both of those, but... Really? Coaches? No, not out yet. No. That's also hopefully sometime this year. So all the DLCs you want to get are not out yet, which means you have to wait a bit. Which is fine. We're all waiting for those as well. But you know, you'll have to wait. Oh, well. Be very interesting to see those coaches. Definitely do a video on those. See, cruising at this speed, the engine... I mean, I know I'm talking over the engine, so you don't really pay attention to it. It still sounds fine, though. If I do a quick flashback to the other one... That's a cue from me in the edit to do that. You hear how it sounds... like there isn't much going on. In this one, it's okay. Maybe I'll turn up the exhaust. I think the exhaust is the one that makes it sound bassy. Hello, potato. When I arrive, our heart rate. Not now. Grab the wheel. Not now. We have, again, looking at the top of the minimap instinctively there, to the bottom of the minimap, 200 and something to go. 90? No, we go 80 just in case anyone falls back. Is there not too many of us? Maybe? 60. No, you know what? Let's go 31. The lowest speed that you can enable cruise control at. Scania Classic, yes. Well, what I thought I'd do, as I explained briefly at the beginning, is the sound is now in the next-gen Scania is a bit meh. Apparently it's realistic. Some of the people in the comments have said that they actually drive them. It sounds like that. Sure. But this one still sounds good in-game. This one hasn't changed much. So I thought I'd go a bit nostalgic and go back to this old sound before putting the old engine in the new Scania. So, I mean, why not? This truck is... I don't want to tip. This truck is still good. But I'll definitely do a little video on how to swap an engine. Maybe how to swap a bull bar or something as well. Just something really simple. There was a new method I found of how you can do the SII decrypt program. There's now someone has made a little website where you can paste it in. It will just decrypt it and you just download it again. Or you can copy paste it out of that. But I want to make sure if it actually does the full thing properly before I say, go to this site. But it does seem far more convenient than having to download this other program from wherever the hell people downloaded it from, like the SES forums. Putting it in your... Yeah, both are the same, really. I have it in my profile folder by itself, so I just drag the file onto it, it decrypts it, and then that's it. You just have to hope that your anti-malware or anything program doesn't detect it as being, you know, because it's an EXE. So. There's a viewpoint here, which I think we haven't been past yet. But what, is it this building here? That looks nice. No, you don't really need anything else. No, that's it. Save format 2, drop it on there, boom, you can open the file. Yeah, I'll show both methods anyway, and of course there is the Insenux ALM thingy as well. You tell it where your files are and it will auto-update your files with the stuff that you want. Camera stop. I have a feeling it's not going to be on this side. Usually these damn viewpoints are on the wrong side to the one I want. Is it? No, it's on our side. But do I want it? Well, now that you're on it, I can't go on it, can I? I'm not going to block the road. This is nice, though. Little sort of park area. I assume it just flies around this area. Not too bad. Ooh. Probably shows that as well. These are interesting. All the different textured pieces so they don't all look the same. When you try and build something with the spare Legos you have left over and none of the pieces really work together, but it still looks like the final piece. Yep. That's what that looks like. See, this is 60. 60 is fine, really. Could be some of the war. It's annoying if you are. No one wants to do that. Footpath. I wonder if you can go on that footpath. Move to Denmark, what, they don't auto-do that? Isn't there a meme about how the Swedes and people like that don't like the Danish? It's kind of a meme in the Scandinavian area where no one likes the Danish. Or am I just hearing that from memes? 50 FPS, not bad. Have you had backup drives in times? Like today? What do you mean backup? Why would I need a backup? I mean, I could use autosaves as backups. What's the problem? It's true, but why though? What have they done? What's the problem? Don't like each other. If I up to 6, I know we're going to be slowing down, but almost the same for how it sounds when you're kind of cruising at the speed you want to go. Slightly less RPM, I guess. Old war times, Middle Ages. What, were they not good at war then? Exist, of course. Were they not very helpful? Your drive fails, you can't buy anymore. Oh, like physical, actual drive. Yeah, they're just as expensive as RAM, though, aren't they? I hope mine don't. But we're doing all right for now. We're doing okay. From the Middle Ages, though. Interesting. Shaky, shaky wheel. Speeding up. Oh, no, there is a... Hang on. Wait. No, that's it slowing down to get to that speed. Okay. That light there is what I was looking at. Who is this? Where are you overtaking? Scarlet. Of course it's Scarlet. Of course. Scandinavian DLC, Premium Edition, but it has a bunch of random stuff in it. I don't want that. All the paint jobs and all the extra whatevers, don't really want that, do you? Why would you want that? But I mean, yeah, if it does give you a discount for the ones that would be applicable, look like one of them would fall on over there, then yeah, you can go for that. Yeah, that green light is the engine slowing it down. The device which happens to be the word in French to slow down. Or to be slow. No one. The Canaries, the islands? No. No, I don't know if they're in Pro Mods either. I think they're not very big though. Don't forget the games, whatever the game's actual scale is, you've got to be very careful with how small the islands are. Like the Isle of Man is probably the smallest you can get. That has just one road between two cities. That's basically it. Some of the Greek islands are also not much going on there. I don't know how big the Canaries are. Canaria. Isn't that one of them? Gran Canaria? Maybe not. And if they were to ever add them, what would it be included as? You might as well add them as just a free update, because they're not very large. Africa. That might be why. That might be a Pro Mods thing. If they ever do more of... Because they've done the top of Africa now. The Maghreb thing, which I do want to check out at some point. Mallorca. Is that part of Spain or near Spain? Things like Ibiza. They're not there either. Both. Oh. Yeah, the little islands next to Spain? No. They are probably a good example of being way too small. Here I need, but I don't want to zoom into that. At high speed, anyway. Secret Road? What, that? That's probably one. Nah, we'll leave it. There'll be other chances to get the actual secret roads. Not when we're actively on a mission to deliver jobs. Maybe another time. Between Sardinia and Spain, close to Spain. Yeah, I know what you mean now then. Is it in the same realm as, like, you got the few islands? Ibiza is one of those as well. Yes. Where everyone goes on a holiday. To. For parties. I get it now, I get it. This second road I don't have. So I was thinking of going down that ramp, but no. Need the bottom of the ramp. The answer, I don't know if I did. What was the question? 158 is out. Whoa, have you only just noticed? Yes. Look at the UI, man, it's different. I mean, I'm used to it now. It shows the speed still. It shows how long I have left on my job, even though... I guess if you had a normal sat-nav, it would show that. I need to check the interior stuff. And whatever the hell else I said to remind me about. Anyone remember? Because I don't. What did I talk about? TMP? No. No, I'm not ready for that. Bigger than some Greek islands. Possibility then. Maybe it would be added just in a random, you know. Iberia. No, they're different things. Iberia is the region. Ibiza is one of the small islands within that region, near it. Iberia DLC is absolutely in the game, yes. Is Ibiza, like, mentioned as part of Iberia then? That would make sense if it was. But yeah, I'm wondering if they were to add all of those islands, it would be the same as when they added the islands next to Italy, but one of them is France, one of them is Italy. They just added them, just free for those DLCs. Both of those are very nice. That's why I said they're some of my top areas. So Nordic, Greece, those islands. And then whatever else I might have said. Server tag on again? Don't need it. Don't need it. It's just spare boosts. Don't need it. As long as we have the custom URL, that's all I care about at the moment. Don't worry about the tag. It's fine. Iceland. We do wonder that. We do wonder if you'll be able to get, like in Pro Mods, if you're able to hop and skip up to Iceland. Maybe. Maybe. Saw it. You may have seen someone else's. No. It wouldn't just appear back if we have the right amount of boosts. Don't think so. And it has to be re-enabled manually as well. There has to be a button where I have to enable it and then set it up every time. So I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. 75 Stream Streak Ballistic. How are you doing? Consistently going over the speed I need to be. 80. That's good. TFM Discord, they have tag? No. Well, yeah, you can use the tag on whatever the hell server you want. I could use it in a server, like a friend's Discord server, if I want to. I'm still bothered. Can't be bothered to use it, you know? Nah. Driving from the UK to Pakistan and Russia, those are with mods. There are mods that go way beyond Pro Mods normally. There's one called Rus Map. The Rus part. The Pakistan area. Don't know what mod would have that, but yes, it probably exists. There's a Project Japan if you want to go over there as well. There's loads. Brazil, that's been modeled. Loads of all these different projects, and you can do some really long jobs. I don't know if they all work together, but a lot of people have made their own regions as maps. Some you know, in an area kind of, you know it's a mod. It looks like a mod. Yeah. Modeled on, you know, Euro truck, but still. Yeah, Japan Truck Sim, you'd have a lot of the smaller trucks, wouldn't you? Because trucks there are maybe sort of this size or smaller, aren't they? The FPS described. One of the tricks there, if you're not moving at the moment, is to fly above everything, so everyone's out of range. Press F1 and then fly back down again. So they're technically not there, but they are there. They're like boxes, they are. Maybe that's all you need, a little box truck, because it has to go down smaller roads. True, Forza. Get used to calling it Forza, because that is how it's pronounced. It is an Italian word, the devs say it's Forza. And every time I see, what's his name, AR12 or whoever doing videos about it, and then he says, look, this is coming to Forza Horizon 6, and everyone's like, what the f***, there's a T sound? What's this man saying? It's sounding really good, because a few of the things that plagued 5, Nicky Poo, yes, a few of the things that plagued Horizon 5 are different in Horizon 6, which is the idea. If you're going to make a new game, you're going to have different features, aren't you? So, some leaderboard system, some, I don't know, you go to a certain area and there's like a live leaderboard or something. Yeah. Exactly, huge mods get repetitive assets. That's apparently the case with the Coast to Coast for the US sim, American Truck Sim, where you can indeed go coast to coast, but you probably find the same things on the way. Don't know how long it will take you. But coast to coast. Gonna buy it? Maybe not immediately. I'm not sure. Look at that truck. You like it? Yeah. Oos, do you know the difference between the R2009 and the Streamline? This is the R2009, apparently. What the hell's the difference? How do I make it a Streamline? Are they two models you actually have to buy? As V8 accessories. Can I turn this into a Streamline? Or do I have to physically buy one? I don't know why I'd add to this. We're here! No. Oh. Cab? This has the highest setting of the cab, though. Is its own thing? Man! It's just weird. This was the only one that showed up when I, checked the used dealerships, They have the same engine, though. I'm fine by that. Engine's also different. Well, I don't mind this one. I guess this was the engine I used to be using, then. Because to me, this sounds the same as what I remember. Weaker engine. Does everybody have to buy a Streamline then? Maybe. Where are we, over there, by the heavy trailer. Arrive! People arrive. But I like that kind of low rumbly sound you get. It's very consistent, it's very nice. I mean, that's not a perfect job, but that's pretty, you know, just like that. Not bad. 400 kilometers on the dot. Best scanning is the BEV. They sound like the BEV. They might as well be the BEV right now. Feels good. The chat feels a bit more chill, you know? It's the equivalent of the servers when there's an update. Like, you can breathe a bit. It's nice. Catherine, welcome in. So, welcome in. Greyhound, welcome in. Don't know why I don't think I heard Greyhound's sound. Sim 1, yes. We're now in Umeo. It says Simulation 1, Oos. It always says that, Oos. Come on now. Right down there. That's where we are. At least he realizes that, you know, he didn't see it. That's fine. Right, what I will do is a quick BRB in the toilet. Not on Sim 1, no, you're not. He's not, but I am. So we will pick another job going. I don't know where, I haven't looked at it. Felix, what, has there been a change to the S-Way? He is an S-Way fan, yes. Don't know if he's checked it out yet. Not bad. Yeah, we have a little bit enmity. Not too much. They added the 6x2. Is that it? That's not that bad. Sounds fine, doesn't it? Why are you sad about it? The Aveco Sag. Right, quick BRB. Okay. Very good. What I do want to have a look at, let's see what they offer this time. So, used trucks. Scania. Scania R2009. I'd have to F7, change time, things like that to be able to refresh that. So, I'll look at another time maybe. But, service here is just down the road, so I want to go and check that out first. What did I say I need to change? I have no idea. There's Oos's one. Is that the streamline then? Doesn't look too bad. The Highline. Right. They're basically similar for me. They look about the same. Add lights. And interior stuff. Oh my god. You said you changed to something else, and you did. What is that? What a great reveal as I spin around, by the way. Oh my lord. Star, come on now. Come on. Vlad, welcome in. I'm glad you've joined us. I hope you'll continue to enjoy it. All right. Let's see what we can add on the interior. Don't need that. I'm still getting stutters despite the Moza program not being open. That's interesting. No V8 wheel, no. 121 there. That's not too bad. The numbers are not too bad. What did I have in my other one? I had maybe a sleigh there. A blimp. Where's me bottle of water? Got my sandwich. My half-eaten sandwich. Passenger seat can be one of the, maybe one of the many mascots. You could have the Hawley there. You could have the Lynx. Lynx looks a bit strange. The donkey. The wolf. Catula. My lunchbox. Any others? Cowboy hat. The elephant. What do you think? Handbag. Showing my true feminine side. Hey, we've got to have the relationship status pillow, because we're going to show how alone we are. Tortoise? Why not? There's no consistency in this, by the way. I'm just... Anyway, I'm not going to put those lights down there as well. I don't like using those. My water. Cereal, sure. And then... Was I actually going to put lights? I was going to put a roof bar, maybe. But then what would I put on it? Does that even look good? Do these look good? That one, maybe. Which horns sound the best? I don't know which one sounds the best. Air horn, I don't have an air horn button set up there. GPS and truck, true. That I think is what I wanted. That one. It's behind the camera bit. But that does show cruise control speed. And then there's the simple one, which doesn't have the mini-map part built in. So I might just use the simple one. The longest one. Doesn't really help, I'll be honest. Nothing else really needs changing. Yeah, you'd usually have two Michelins at the end, but I'd probably do an edit where I use one of the others from a different truck where it's sunken below the visible height of it. There we are, got me stuff, got me handbag. And there's our GPS thingy right there. Not too bad. Cool. Scotsman thing with the 3 stream. Look at that combination of yours now. Interesting truck there. Lights are on. In this case, there's no mode on the stalk. I know you can't see it because it's on the other side, but I have to flick the thing up twice instead of going to sort of low beam, then high beam. Does that make sense? It's a bit weird, but it works, you know? Unless I set the keybinds wrong. Who knows? Gonna get some weird questions? So be it. Take a picture, be proud. Be proud of it. There is one thing I haven't showed yet, which I want to see while I'm moving. First of all, though, jobs. Back to Lulea. We could go Lulea, that's not too bad. Okay, loud guy outside, go away, mate. Do I have those roads? Yes. Really nothing else? Why are they not giving me any to Norway? I can't spell it. God, I'm typing all the other things in the wrong order. Why am I not getting any to Norway? Finland and Sweden, sure. Could take this one. Why nothing else? Stop using the high power engines. Decide to stick to 480, 530, that's fine. Pop! Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing? 560 for the old scanner. I could go down, but I'm fine with using the 730. That's all right. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you're doing well. What were you doing? We are just about to choose our next job on ETS. Welcome to the crew. Playing simulation games, mostly ETS 2. What's up? Doing well. We've done one job so far. Have we really done one job in an hour? We are slacking. One? I mean, it was a fairly long job. For my standards. How was yours? You want to be realistic? That's fine. Phasmophobia, then ETS2. I've never played Phasmophobia. I think someone gifted it to me once. But I didn't end up playing it. That might be one of those games where I'd seek more enjoyment in watching someone else play it than me playing it myself. That goes for a lot of games. So I'm not too sure. Does everyone have this job? We're about to take this job. But I appreciate you bringing your people over. You can go and relax now, do your post-stream, whatever you do. Some people don't go and relax after stream, they just do whatever. You need a bit of a relax, right? Surely, right? Grab dinner. Good plan. Go do that. I appreciate you stopping by. Get started with what we're doing in a moment. Okay, you've had time. Take it. You've had time to look at the list. Again, I really wish we could open the chat while in this menu, because then people could confirm about it. We still have the proceed to the loading area, being on 2 different lines there. Not sure why, but they are. Ooh, that's Falco's one. Not bad. No TikTok stream, because I want to see I want to have the entire screen be visible for driving streams, and there's no space on the TikTok stream for having a wheel cam. So I think it's beneficial to not do that. I've left them a poll though. There is a poll on TikTok right now on whether I should do a landscape stream for driving streams. You do it as long as it's the same place. It doesn't matter. That's fine. France to Bulgaria. Because you're starving. That's a good reason to stop. I'm pretty sure if you were doing that in the real world, you'd have to stop many times, because there's quite a gap between those 2 places. There goes Star's thing that they mentioned, their creation. Tiny phone size screen. Yeah, but that's in vertical. If you could turn your phone sideways, sure, you'd still be watching on a small screen, but for the rare few, however many there are, that watch TikTok on the web on a actual screen, it will work for them. Good luck, folk. If you're going to be departing soon, on the hour, good luck. This is round the corner. Not from here. That's fine. Sorry, I was still in first, so I kept stalling it. Nice. That, I assume, is my trip meter. I don't know what that other number is. No, that's my destination, sorry. So the left one is speed, the right hand one is distance to my waypoint, and then of course there's a time underneath. And then if I turn cruise control on, I'll be to the left of the speed. So that one there, very good. I like that. Not bad. It does blend in though. If you're driving at night, that might be a bit better. But I can just turn that off. The reason why I removed it so long ago is because on almost every single driving stream I had everyone in the Twitter chat being like, what is that holographic HUD you've got there? How do you do that? I had to explain every single time of what it was. Look at it. Look at the creation. Pink there, the green wheels. Yeah, bunch of lights. It'd be funny if you had different types of lights. Oh, mine's right at the back. There? Really? You put a trailer there? Why is someone else's trailer... Why is Piku's trailer like that? Like it got pushed. Oh, you do have a beacon out of place. That's fine then. Piku's one is as if it's not meant to be there. Ding! Lovely. Got it. Parking it next to the loading bay as if it's... Whoa, we're not actually going that way. As if it's, well, no, some trailers do get loaded from the side, don't they? I'm thinking that all of them are done from the back, but they're not. Alright. Yeah, that is quite something. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And the cherry on top, you've got your the Halloween horns. God, those sound annoying. So annoying. Really annoying. Right, go pick up your stuff. Go get your stuff. Pick up your stuff. Faffy, welcome in. King, welcome in. Big fan. You forgot you added them? How long have you been made this for? Did you forget you had it? Any route changes? No. If we were going south, I would have gone round this way. Don't need that. Everything's basically the same, really. The rare chance you get a like that ramp we don't have. I mean, other than that, basically the same, right? Yesterday when you're half awake, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Are we good? I should hope so. I don't have to be the one at the front, so if you want to start leaving, you can start leaving. Exterior sound is very quiet. In all the years I've been playing this game, I've never been able to balance the sounds perfectly. For my, my listening anyway. Come on! You're fine, let's get moving in. Depart. You may begin. Like you're starting a test or something. God, that gives me flashbacks. Sitting in the exam hall and you got to wait for the person to say, you may begin, and you hear the symphony of everyone turning the first page over. Oh man. What a time that was, eh? Alright. There is a person coming at the roundabout. I will wait. Because as you can see, they are going round the roundabout, but I don't see any indicators on you, mate. Unless you are indicating, and then I don't see it. That's why you gotta wait, you know? Then there's Oos. I know I'm not indicating either, but at least I'm not going when someone is very close to me. Should be. Ban not indicating, putting people in danger. That's why you gotta stop. Even if you're the first one to reach the roundabout. You know. Can never be too sure, some people. I'll go into 6th for this, because at least this sounds pretty chill. There we go, cruise control, I can immediately see my left on. So now I'm done! I'm good, I've got my specs. Easy to read fuel, remaining and so on, assuming you don't need trucking for this one on your screen. Easy cruise control, there we go, problem solved. So the solution for people not wanting to also have the thing on the left is to use a truck that actually shows your stats properly. The DAF might even show it properly. Lovely. I've got everything I need. It even shows the distance left to my destination, so I don't even need the one at the bottom now. Perfect. You cannot use this in single player though. There is a mod on the workshop, I think, that has a similar holographic effect to it. It would be nice if this one had maybe a bit of a shadow as well. Because if you use this in ATS, you know how most ATS road surfaces are that blindingly white concrete? That would just disappear. Cannot see it. Gives you DAF effect. Dat effect. I can just barely read the text that's on the new Scania screen. The text is there's so much of it. It looks nice, sure, but there's so much of it on the screen. Like it's one of those futuristic cars. If I were to go back to what the regular 2016 version of the R and the S have, I think that would be a little bit easier. I need to go back to that. Because I bought my Super as a new one. We could have a look at that at some point. But for now, we're using this. We're using this model, which looks good. I have all the stats I need. Technically, you wouldn't even need the... if you were to drive completely realistically, you'd have the minimap off. I was just going to check in the dash, actually. Where I'm assuming a little TV, GPS screen would be. You'd have the TMP list off. You'd have the minimap off. Trucky off. And that's about it. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. True. True. Oh well. Didin. No, that's the signature for the DAF, that one. Gives people PTSD when they hear that sound. Didin, engine kaput. You always change it to just the miles an hour? Yeah, it has a very large current speed number in the middle in digital, despite it being surrounded by the two gauges where it goes up at the edges to show your RPM and your speed, like this one does. Left one is RPM, right one is speed right now. At least I can see that. I don't know though. Of the smaller gauge that's on top of the RPM one in the bottom of that, not the one that's hidden by the wheel, but the one with the blue needle. What is that on the left? What is that one? Because I think the right-hand smaller one is oil or something, and not fuel. It's something similar to that. What's the left one? Because it randomly goes up, and I don't know what the symbol is. I need to have the tubby mode thing on and then zoom into it even further, because me leaning forward doesn't do anything. If you didn't know, I'm blind. Not actually. Send it online. Okay. That's fine. Hello, Blood Ball. Big fan. How is you? Wither? Oh, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Is this the Wither that I've known for all those ages ago? Oh my god. Popping back in, eh? Yes. Man, how is we, eh? The royal we, how we doing? What brings you in the nicest way possible? I always wonder, after so long of someone not being in the stream, what makes them just randomly click on the stream? Below the speed is oil temperature. The smaller one below is fuel. Oil temperature is on the right small one. Yeah, what's the left small one? Fuel. Temperature. Oh, that makes sense, because when I'm accelerating, it will heat it up a bit more. Fuel usage. Ah. Yeah, whenever I'm accelerating, it does that. Okay. I am playing Truck Game. Yes, Truck Game is the game we do on here. Still not streaming for that much. I don't want to stream for too long. Me not a fan of doing that. Killer will welcome in. But the game's doing well. There's a lot of updates, a lot of things going on in this game. The game is still getting new stuff. It hasn't dulled out. Sometimes you see it, that's fair. I mean, if someone maybe doesn't have a very long following list and they all show up on the little banner thing on the left, then that's fine. My following list is not that extreme. I don't want it to be that extreme. Person joining. Oh, Uriel, hello. I'll move over just in case you don't merge in properly. It's called being nice. Now that I'm a bit further in front, I'll move back. Don't have to change lane anyway. Might as well just stay in this lane. I think you're good. Maybe I should bind the camera 5 somewhere on the wheel. Where would I bind that though? Could bind it to, I don't know how well you can see it on the wheel cam. There are 2 little joystick levers here. Could bind it on those. On button 5, genius. Genius on these little things here. I could bind it on those. Kind of a cool memory. Oh yeah, I'll never forget it. No. That was a significant part of people's lives, so... Why did I hear that? They are off the map, unless there's a secret road there. I can hear their engine for some reason. Yeah, a very long time ago. Damn. I think the team on that server, I left it 7 years ago? Well, technically not yet, because it was at the end of that year. But damn. Damn. It is a secret road. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I thought it would just be one of those kind of loop-de-loop rest stops. Just pull over in there, maybe. One day, we'll have to go and check all those out. If I am on the intent of, like, okay, now we're discovering the roads, that'll be an arcade trip, I'm sure. Then I can get all the viewpoints and such as well. Because I don't want to stop an entire, like a line of people just so I can look at some fancy moving, slow moving cinematics. This looks nice though. Not bad. Another bridge over there. I like that. Hello Mario, big fan. How you doing? Welcome in. Life goes by. It does. It does. Cherish it. However much is left of it. Hopefully quite a lot of it. Been better? I think that's what most people's descriptions are. You ask someone how they are and like, well, you know, not too bad. I'm doing alright. Hello, random guy. Chief, for not being the owner of a DLC. Is this on one of your dodgy saves? Or what? Are you playing around? Huh? Hello, Nin. 33 years? I'm closer than that, than you on that. Oh, man. I don't want to think about it. It's one of those things where, do you feel your age? I do not feel my age. In 2 months,
I'm pushing my upcoming age in 2-ish months, yeah. Damn. I don't feel the age I actually am. Maybe because I haven't achieved as much as the average amount of people have by this age, which you shouldn't compare to, but just noticing it. Feels like 90. Okay, mine does not feel that old. Trying to become a raver? That involves a lot of alcohol, though, doesn't it? And maybe a lot of the substances, depending on the type of rave you go to. Have you been to a few already, then? What are you into? Desk is covered in mini eggs. May have opened a 1 kilogram bag and it split. Nin, you are now doing an impromptu Easter egg hunt. So congratulations. Find all of them and put them back in the bag. Mini eggs are nice. EDC Orlando. Okay. Alcohol, yes, no drugs, good. Going to TeaseCon, I don't know. I don't think, I haven't really discussed with, like, the few that I saw last time. We haven't really been started talking about plans of that yet. Not sure. If I were to go to one, it would definitely be the EU one this year. Obviously not the US one, because... And money. Not much of money. Then you come say hi. Well, yeah, of course. Nice parking spot. Not sure why they're there. Yeah. It was interesting to see a handful of people. Each, of course, the American one that I went to, that was the first one, so I met everyone for the first time anyway. But the EU one was nice meeting different ones that I wouldn't have seen at the US one, because there's a different culture. Both feel different. Yeah, it feels like COVID was kind of, we're stuck in the COVID time. Like, can you even remember pre-COVID life? What that was like? God damn. Lost Lands? If that's near you, that could be good. A lot of the wub and the heavy stuff. I feel like I'm still sort of at the earliest, at least 5 or 6 years before what I actually am. That's what it feels like. Base house. My man, good taste. Good taste. Plus points for that. Base house is nice. Admin, hello. But not... There are some genres that sound like base house, and people get them confused for base house, but they're not. And I find it annoying when people compare it. Rhythm? Depends on the type of it. What the hell is this now? Is this our friend? Sasha, I remember from before. It's look, they've trumped Star. If Star is still in their old one, can we have Star and them parked next to each other? Can we have a photo of you two? I am not in the right parking angle right now. Can we see you two parked next to each other? That would be nice. Yeah, there's Star. I want to see that. Moza, 1800. Not 900, not 1200, 1800. For the turning of the wheel. Yeah, rhythm is, if it's the really corny rhythm where they've got really basic ass drums, no. If it's like more like Briddim, with the thumpy heavy drums, then maybe. That is not too bad. How am I going to rotate around like that? Let me do that loop again. If I reverse, kind of... That has made it so much worse. No, actually, that made it a little bit better. I want to go in this corner now. That might work. Top right is Trucky. Truck with a Y. It is a stats slash information slash going wrong way slash anything you want program. Why am I now just terrible? Last job I did pretty well. Why is this one now so bad? Game's gonna say no to that, isn't it? Oh, it didn't. That is disgusting parking, but game says yes. Point is, game says yes. Me and parking? Hey, when would I ever park well? Move out your way, there we go. Euro step? Hardstyle? Yes, hardstyle can be good. Euro step? What is that? Oh no, Sash, you're leaving. Yeah, we need to have you two just in the same picture somehow, somewhere. Two goofy vehicles. Hello, Gdansky, welcome in. Don't leave. Job number 6. Game says yes. That's our little motto we've got going on now. Game says yes. A lot of people there. Falco and Oos almost twinning there. They look fairly similar. That's quite funny. So, how you doing? I don't know how to say the full, like, if I would read your name out in its entirety, so I've kind of refrained on doing that. How do you say your name? Can I call you so, or is that not correct? Great minds think alike. True. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, the light up Scania logo is quite a nice addition. It's not too bad. Debating whether I should keep the front grille thing. Not sure. You'll take me with you? That sounds like a threat. How dare you? Next job. Gearbox is wrong. You have too many gears, eh? Valen. This one may not be possible down that middle highway. I can just about see the outline of it. It would take us too far down, then we'd have to go back up again. Yeah, there's not much. Might just have to be the Unskuldsvik. Might not be correct. Might have to be that one. Do you have that one? 12, but it's using half. Ah, I see. You need to change your range, your splitter thingy. I think mine is on splitter. We're in Renar as well, so it's from here. Again, it would be nice if you could zoom into the screen to see, like, oh, am I in the right industry or not? That would be nice. Nice drive. You started in your home country in the island of Chios. I know that's not how you actually say it. Drove all over to Carlisle. Damn. How long did that take? What was your profit? That's got to be worth 100k, maybe? Right? 6-speed. Well, it'd be more convenient, wouldn't it? 6 speeds is just easy. Just 1 to 6. Just why not? Take it. Hello, Elder. Welcome in. And my job is at the back there. I can see it. Chaos. Could be. Do I have to consult the Forvo again just to have a look? And how the hell you say it? Oh, got a bit damaged. That's fine. Can't see. Can't see. There's mine. Chaos. Okay. Chaos is definitely not right then. Chaos. Well, I mean, of course it's Greek. Greek sounds very... It's a very interesting sounding language. Butcher? Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I won't call it Chios then. But I guaranteed I'm probably saying all of the others incorrect, so... Just how I do it. Can we go out the other way this time? No, that's to different places. But at least all of this is grey, so that's good. Back down, getting a few more grey bits. Could get that ramp. because that's funny. Why not? Found it. Ooh. Through the city. And then down. That adds about 3 more kilometers to the route. That's not too bad. Easy. Hello, Nin. Do you love admins? Good. Good. Hey, big. It's funny that they called that the big. It just makes sense. Don't give it a silly name with a bunch of letters and numbers in it. Just the big. The big X. You know? Game crash? I looked at you and your game crashed, so I'm not going to look at you again. It's like Medusa. Not going to do that. All your Nordic progress? You're on the Linux version at the moment, aren't you? How's that going? How many FPS you on? Don't be shy. But your one looks good, you know? You don't even need to be shy. I'd be the shy one. I am. You can see the aliasing of the fence there. That looks funny as well. Let Falco rejoin. 40, and he chucks add-ons. Ah! There's a handful of add-ons there. Blendon, not today, mate. What the flick? Wait, that reminds me of it's something I need to check. Okay, there's an extension of the thing that works in StreamerBot, where if a certain day or a certain time of day happens, something can be triggered. Time trigger, that's what it's called. Let me just check if that's an actual parameter I can set. That'd be so cool if, like, okay, if it's on a Tuesday or Thursday, don't enable that reward. On a Monday. Oh, I can do it! I can do it! Wait a minute. An action that will get executed. So I run an action that disables that reward. Genius. Make a note of that. Okay. Mess with time trigger for 1 times watch reward. That's me and my little to-do list for later. Every driving day until you patch it. Shut up. There's a bug. Is someone here got something buggy? That's bullshit. No, I didn't patch it right now. I was just saying I needed to. You're an Arch. The Linux thing. Interesting. Game crashed again. Well, don't tell me now. You're next to me. There's some fucking person that has a loud engine and drives around the neighborhood, but I'm always busy when they are driving around the neighborhood, so I have no idea who it is. Reload your game and don't do /follow. Why do you need to do that anyway? Don't want to set waypoints. Yeah, but you're with me. Maybe do it later on. Don't do it now. Do it in a moment. I know it will start following immediately, but... Anti-stalker? Yeah, don't want you following me that much. Take a pic of all the cars, you'll tell me, okay. Yeah, but how... It's not going to still be there, is it, if he's driving around? Might be going through. He might be one of the neighbours, but he might be leaving at this time. To go somewhere, don't know. Who knows? Leaving or arriving? I have no idea. Heard it earlier on and heard it now, so maybe they are returning now, but I don't know. They could be on, like, not my road, but like a different other road. You know? Older scanning are better in sound. It seems to be, yes. Unless you're used to it, it's down to preference. This one still has the kind of older, gritty, rumbly engine to it, and the newer Scania sounds a bit more hissy and distant now. I need to have them, like, directly side by side. Being sort of like this, like what you're hearing now is the old one, which I can't accelerate because I'm, you know, and then the older one, the newer one, sorry, is... You need to compare it, really. You need to have, like, pre-158 new, new 58 new, and then old. Beta loser, exactly. To me, it just sounds a bit strange. It doesn't sound terrible, but it just sounds very different. Like, it sounded okay for the Super. When the Super first came out, it sounded alright. That's why I didn't bother editing the engine into it. Why is it 5:30 AM? Jarvis, why is the, Bulldog not asleep? Right? What's up with that? Traffic's annoying. Yes, it is. Why are you texting and driving? Yes, he has botched it. Someone said, I don't know who said it, because when we were doing that stream and I was talking about how it sounds distant, sounds reverby, someone said that it's going to be fixed in a patch. Like, they know the engine shouldn't sound like that. I forgot who said it, but I'll have to see if that's actually gonna be the case. Hello, Light, big fan. Sleep not available. Sleep is on cooldown. Yeah. There have been these funny things that people imagine where, like, imagine if the reason you can't sleep is because the sleep servers are currently full, or someone else is currently asleep and you have to wait for them to wake up for you to go to bed. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Admins do conference together. There are some times I think where the admins have done a drive. I remember a long time ago we also did a few events where we did a cops and robbers type thing, where we split ourselves up into, that may not have been just admins, into teams. I did some videos on that, and they turned out quite well. Kind of like shower thoughts, yeah. IP band. Could be. Could be. That'd be very funny, because some people just genuinely can't sleep at a certain time. There are other causes to that, obviously. You're in the waiting room, yeah. You when you're at the loading bar on the game, and it's stuck at about 92%. For some reason. Ram, how you doing? I can't respond to you, Ram. I don't want to lean over the keyboard all the time. I'm not ignoring. Good trip. You too, if you're watching, or you do watch this back. Another bridge again. A lot of bridges. This is the R5, Sonic. The R5 base. R3, I think, is not as square. This one is definitely a sort of rectangular. The R3, I think, goes in a bit. The R5. You don't need any more than really the R5 or R3 even for this type of game. You don't need very, very hefty feedback. Not like a racing game. The fact that they go up to R21 for the highest amount is crazy. 169,000 euros. That's pretty damn good. It's almost the cost of a garage. An entire garage bought in one job. Very nice. In my longest actual driven job, I need to have a look. I need to have a look on Truckee maybe, what the highest earnings for a job there was. I know they price it differently. I need to have a look. Yo, Bib. How's it going? Now this is an R730, this one. Not in the Super. Not today. Where are we going? This job is going to Unskuldsvik, because it has the O with an umlaut on it. So that is a secret road. Oh, I guess it is. ORNSKOLDSVIK. New sticks. You'll have to look that up. I do not know if there are fixtures for it. I believe you might be able to if there's screws underneath, because the stalk thing comes with a kind of an L-shaped bracket that goes underneath, and then you can adjust it to that and it moves up and down in that screw point. Because there's a version of the R5 where it does have screw holes on the front. My version doesn't do that. Turns out that's the V2 or something. Right, I'm turning down this way. You don't have to follow me. I don't need to slow down for it, but I'm just because I want to discover this ramp. Feel free, it's up to you. It's tracking my head, yes. That's the Toby tracker tracking my head. I have it only set to do left and right, so that it doesn't make anyone sick when viewing it. I have this which is the everything, and for that I can turn around like this. I can go, you know, I don't know why it doesn't let me go forward. Maybe I am fully forward, I don't know. And that resets it. But that one I don't have on too much. It would give you motion sickness, yeah. I've driven sometimes with the everything turned on, and it makes you realise how much you sort of move around and fidget in your chair. Like if my back gets itchy, I'm sort of adjusting myself a lot. But yeah, for the sake of the stream, I just left and right. Not even up or down. It's like VR, but not really VR. So it has all the axes of moving in VR, but it's not right in front of my face. Who is that? That really dark green name is painful to look at. It's a convoy of them. It's one of the community contributors. Dark green is community contributor color. Look pretty good. 60 FPS in Calais. Good Lord. How many people are there right now? Are you sure? That sounds sus. That's not possible. How to take the same job with your friends in a convoy? In the convoy mode, or you mean just on TMP in a convoy? 175 in Calais. Good Lord. 60 FPS with that? That's very impressive. I mean, Linux doesn't have any bloatware on it, so that makes sense. But yeah, if you're on convoy, you should be able to... Huh? Oh, and N means noun. Not, God, I read that as like N-word. Like, no, that's different. Noun. Yeah, if you're on the convoy mode by itself, you have a job list panel where you can see everyone's jobs that everyone has, and from there you can click and copy people's jobs, including the type of job we have here. World of Trucks jobs, you can copy each other's jobs. If you're in TMP though, there is a dispatcher built into TMP. You can all set up the same settings there, or in the player list, you can right click someone's name and click copy job. That will still open the dispatcher list, but it will show exactly what they have. If they have that enabled for sharing. Some people don't want you copying their job, which is fair. Loves to do convoy. Yeah, I'm reading through that. Engaging in so-and-so acts. I'm pretty sure I've never participated in a convoy of that sort. Custom engine sounds. You can only use if you know of, I don't know the exact name. There's a plugin that kind of overwrites some of the sounds to give you like an open pipe sound. That works, but you can't use sound mods. The plugin is kind of an external thing, so that should work. But mods, no. You have that. A lot of people do use that. I think I was intrigued by it, but every single example I've heard of it sounds like it's kind of echoey, like there's two sounds at the same time. Like here, I know I can hear it like just one and I'm inside the cabin. And there, it sounds like it's all from outside the cabin. Kind of echoey, whatever. Unless it records two sounds. Not anymore. So was that a thing, but was a problem with the older version? I mean, I'm not really too desperate to use it, so... Maybe it does sound good. Been fixed. Good. Okay, so I wasn't dreaming then. Most do have the echoey reverb sound? Yeah, it's just... No. I'd probably get sick of the... Every time you put your foot down, it gives you the nice growly, kind of crackly sound, and it does that... That sort of thing. That would really annoy me if I was to use that specific sound. A bit annoying, especially if you're in CD traffic where you're constantly stopping and starting. Ooh, no thanks. Cobra, thank you for the 3 stream streak. 3 events were doing the convoy and you were not getting the same job. Yeah, again, is it like specifically the mode called convoy, or were you on TMP? You can all look at the same freight market and that'll be different. If you look at the World of Trucks, the external contracts, those are all the same jobs. So at the moment, everyone that has my job has the exact same job I have. But if one of you takes the job you want, the others can copy you. That could be your solution. You could do it that way. Yes, to those that haven't seen it yet, by the way, I am using the wiper stalk as a horn to pull towards me to beep it, because I don't use wipers. I don't have rain turned on in this game. Not too bothered by that. So simply pulling it towards me is to honk the horn. Otherwise, it would be one of the buttons on the wheel, and I don't like too much of the clicky click. It's a clack, not a click. Hey, I've reached 1,000 kilometers in this truck. Very nice. Oh, hey. Another one coming. What's this? No, I didn't honk back though. I think I might have horns turned off, to be honest. From the admin stream. That might be why I don't hear them do it back. 70 to go. Almost. Back in Umea. Are we now going... Did I set the waypoint to go all the way round the other way? I think I did. I can't remember what I said. Probably. Just follow whatever the hell I'm doing. I'm just following the map. I'm just doing whatever it tells me to. Yes, we are. Okay, because there is also a photo trophy that I'm not able to stop at. Have a look at what it is, though. Because I'm curious. And at least it gets both sides of this. I'm fine with that. I'm alright with it. You have emotion discovered, that's fine. And a cutscene, yeah. So there's going to be something pretty cool around here. I also have this for interior zoom cam. So volume up, volume down is for the Toby stuff, and then the one in the middle, which would be the mute button, is for zooming in. Oh, Scania, yes, club. Yeah, look at it. It's the R2009. Not the Streamline. But they're basically very, very close. I just like the engine sound of this one. Hello, Cruz. What is it? There's a church-looking thing down there. It could be that. Not sure what else it could be. Maybe a parliamentary building or something. This looks nice. Best CM Farid. I'm not a CM, but I appreciate that. Not anymore, anyway. You knew me from that time. Big fan. Hope you're well. Careful when you go around the corner. Don't tip over. How have you been? Who pointed over there? Is this a station? Train station? It's a train station. Ooh. Okay. A little too late there. Don't you tell me you dipped over. Don't you tell me that. They would be reworking. I have heard about it, yes. I have seen that they've also showed a little bit they want to work on that, because I remember watching that stream. I said I was going to do a review of that, like a TLDR of that stream, because I had done for the previous 2 years. I just didn't bother this year. Someone made a Reddit post, though, listing all the things that have been shown in that, and there's quite a lot. But yes, these are being worked on. That's what it is. It's that building right there. I see. Yes, it should look pretty good. Show the map. The map. What if I zoom out of... I don't have the thing bound, do I? Yeah, it's the road going around... anti-clockwise. Yes. You know what else I didn't show? That was immediately changed. Well, not immediately changed. When I had recorded the stream, last one, in 158, there was a change to the tab list, or tab list, the main info screen, I guess you could call it now, to make it far easier to view. And I obviously didn't bother putting that back in the video, so there's Zeus. And it is now where you have all the little bits that kind of don't really fit on the screen at the moment, but that looks far better than having everything smothering the screen and I can't see through it. I did point out how it has a nice blur to it. That's quite nice. I get how it works, but I can't see anything behind it. It's still the full screen one when you're stationary though, but for this one when you're moving, it's that. Which is fine, it shows everything I need to see. It's funny how the text is a little bit long of the job thing though. Oh well. There he goes. Look at him go. But yeah, that's a nice change. Veggie uno momento. Hold on a moment. Can't drink and drive. How you doing? Nice. Vincent moment. What are we doing? He was driving in not sure what VTC for a while, but he used to be very competitive with the jobs, didn't he? Actively on the trucky leaderboard. You good? I'm good too. Today we're trying out a well, not trying out, a vehicle I haven't used in a very, very long time, and I'm getting used to it again. It's quite nice. Yeah, Aurora, that was the one. But does he? It's almost like he doesn't. I don't know. He's not in the community anymore because he's focusing on that. Have you seen him? I haven't. Rebecca, no. You're not going to see me driving one of those. I only drove one when that new truck came out. Look at the badge. You know what that badge is? It's just Scania, that's what it is. Club 3 Stream Street. I'm seeing, I don't know if those are reflective pillars, but just before the barriers start, there's a very vibrant green pillar there. An Iveco. It's definitely an Iveco, yes. You know what? You got me. You got me, it is. I shouldn't honk them if I don't have the horns on, do I? These little the two pillars there, what are they for? Are they reflective? Maybe reflective at night? Probably. This is nice. Every few moments you see someone. It's like when Nordic was first being explored by everyone. We saw people everywhere. That was nice. I actually felt like the roads weren't so dead. It was very good. Veggie, what time it is it for you right now? It's night time, right? That means it's bedtime. It's got to be quite late. Yeah, well, obviously, I like the S-Way better than the other two as well. There's a big difference between them. Yes, I agree. It'd be 12:15. That's all right. Oh, yeah, I guess you're also another... you're a half an hour ahead as well as a few hours... Oh, that's confusing, isn't it? You're like 5.5 hours ahead. Oh, man. How often do you... how often do you get confused by that? Or are you used to it now? When comparing to someone else. You're on a very weird one, yeah. And then there's a particular part where if you switch between... I think you and somewhere leading up to China or somewhere else, you skip ahead another 2.5. Something like that. Look, ski jump. I remember, I think we drove past this and someone wondered if you can actually get onto it. I don't think you can. Would be nice. Looks very good, doesn't it? Looks pretty nice. Yeah, all the way up there. Almost like from here, it looks like, because of the greeny texture, it looks like it's just a waterfall. No, it's not. Gotta try it, you gotta try it, yeah. Just plop yourself at the top and see what happens. Record it though. Oh, and we're here. Lovely, we've arrived. I'll free cam over to it. 5.5 hours behind, Aussie is 5.5 hours ahead. Oh, that's convenient. Yeah, when comparing from me to, I think, Melbourne or Sydney, I think there might be an hour between those two. I think it's about 11 hours. Because whatever time it is for Vi when she's streaming, it's basically 12 hours different to me. That's a crazy amount of time there. Wonder if it sinks. No, it does not. Is that the one that opens 2 gates? No. No, sadly not. One at a time. Careful of that pillar as well. Looks like it's in the road there. Stick half an hour in there and you have your time zone? Yeah, that's fair enough. That's just such a weird concept. Oh, is it the Afghanistan one? Wasn't it? It was from a Mapmen video, Felix, I think, where he's jumping across and he's like, tea time, dinner, that one. I think that might be the one that you've just said. Where's my... Oh, am I up there as well? Yes, I am. Learn how to sleep again? You moved from Poland to Korea? Ooh. How long did it take you to get used to that? Mental in itself, such a huge place, yeah. It's for convenience for them, which I get. Where's the... I kind of don't want to do this in the 3 cam, because I don't know where it is. It's where Oos is, isn't it? That's really far over. No, don't leave it. Okay, whoa. Whoa, big fan, Steamy. Hold on a minute. How is you doing? Oh my god. Turn the camera on like that. There we go. I'll just let you do your bit first. That's totally fine. Thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I'll now just hide you. I think Felix is Falco's wedding as well. Too many, yeah. We good. This is job number 3, I think. We failed. It's because we started doing a slightly longer job at the start. Trying to parallel park. Veggie, there's a mode in this game called Driving Academy, which kind of is what it sounds. And in there is a module for parallel parking, with and without a trailer. Yes. Decent work, no worries. We will, we can pull up where Urk is parking right now. So take a photo there. Am I in gear? Nope. Still going. This is why it's probably a good idea that we have these safe zones. Because though there are some cases where they're not there, and it's nice to kind of watch people try and be civil for a bit and try to sort of take their turns. One at a time, that kind of thing. There we go. I just need to turn it just once. And then kind of work with it. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Shash, you were with us in the other one. Hold on a minute. Are you here again? How are you doing? Is the game going to let me have this? No, because I'm stuck. I was going on the ramp, though. What's the problem? Oh my god, come on, game. Where's the hitbox on that? You have to be lined up with it like that? Really? Really? Otherwise, part of me gets stuck. There we go, got it, there we go. First try, by the way, pretty damn good, eh? Not bad, not bad. Yes, yes, yes. 7 out of 14. Ooh, halfway done. It's not my fault, okay? These jobs are generating really weirdly. Oh my lord, look at that. That's not even Sash. Sash is there. What is this? We need a photo, before you all disappear, of Star, Frank, and Sash in some sort of formation, because good lord, that will look interesting. Truly a taste the rainbow moment. I didn't wonder why you said that, and now that makes sense. Star, I think you can go back a bit as well. A bit of a pride going on, yeah. There we go. Lovely. Very interesting vehicles indeed, yes. Lord, look at that. We'll take our little squad photo. Texas, you can go back a little bit more, I think, as well. Just so you're in line. Your fault choosing an 8x4, eh? That's your fault. There's that same loud car as well, still there. Oh, you the original, the one that originally made it. Ah, because I think Sash came into one of our previous streams, because when it's on the CD road, I found 4 of them. Driving in a row, and then they came in the stream later on and be like, yeah, that's us. That's us. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And I thought, yeah. Very vibrant. Very, very interesting. I like how you've done that, though. You've kind of gone consistent with going back through the colours. Creativity, eh? Anyways, there will be one I will raid if they stay on for another maybe 10 minutes. Hopefully they do. Someone that definitely should not be on right now. That's quite nice. Bit of variety of vehicles this time, because we have a Renault, 2 Renaults actually, Scania, Volvo. Not bad. What are you... That's not bad there. That's good. All the wheels as well, matching the area. Yeah. That's quite nice. Right, give it a few more moments, a few more seconds. Star, did your game just crash? Star! No! Game crashes for taking a screenshot. Oof. That's a problem. Maybe someone else has to take your photo. Yeah, if you get back in game and now you park next to them, I think the rest of us have taken a photo now. You park next to them and then maybe they can take a photo or someone else can take a photo. Of that. But I am now going to be sitting here, so until I close my game. That was quite fun. Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed that. This truck is quite nice. I might tweak a few bits with it, maybe edit a few things on it. I do need to do a little tutorial on how to swap the engine over, so folk and other people are happy. Teaching them how to do that.